pounds, the Great Khali. Approaching the ring, representing Arizona from Ghana, West Africa, weighing 221 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
Hey, what's up guys, Mathis97 and welcome back to an episode of WWE 13 Universe Mode. In this one we have Monday Night Raw, and we're going to kick things off here with a fatal 4-way Battle Royal elimination by pinfall or submission to crown the #1 contender for the United States Championship at Capital Punishment this Sunday. And I mean, what would a Capital Punishment pay-per-view be without a United States title defense? I mean, come on now. So, anyways, we see in this one we have the Great Khali representing India. We have Kofi Kingston representing Ghana, West Africa, or whether they're going to go with his Jamaican gimmick, I don't know. You could consider him from both. We have Drew McIntyre from Scotland, and then we have Big E Langston. And now, as we see in this one, Big E going right after the Great Khali, trying to showcase power and dominance in this one. Big E wants to prove that he's the most powerful superstar in this match. And we saw it was Dolph Ziggler versus Jack Swagger at Over the Limit, where Jack Swagger retained his title. So Big E now representing Dolph Ziggler. This would be a big victory for building momentum for them as a tag team. As we know, the Ascension will compete later on tonight. The team of Big E and Dolph Ziggler will go up against the Usos, and we're still not 100% sure if Jimmy Uso will be ready to compete after we saw he was attacked backstage, and we have no idea who had done it. I guess the money would be on Primo and Epico. I mean, they would have had the most to gain from that attack on Jimmy Uso as they tried to advance on the #1 contenders, or they tried to advance in the tag team tournament, but it ended up being the Usos. Jey Uso got the victory for his team, getting the count-out victory over Epico, as Epico was counted out as the legal man. And as we see, Big E Langston with the gutbuster there, and there's a second to the Great Khali, and there's the third, the triple backbreaker gutbuster maneuver there. And now he hooks the leg on Khali. One, didn't know the Great Khali still managed to kick out. There's a clothesline, that vicious clothesline by Big E Langston. 1, 2, 3, and the Great Khali has been eliminated. As we see Drew McIntyre tapping out to the half crab there, the one-legged Boston Crab, and now we're down to 2. It's Kofi Kingston and Big E Langston. And as I was gonna say, Drew McIntyre was in this one after what happened between Zack Ryder and Jack Swagger when they joined. And when Swagger became #1 contender, it was a triple threat between McIntyre, Ryder, and Swagger. Now as we see Big E Langston with that powerhouse maneuver there. But Drew McIntyre ended up getting hit with the chair when Swagger and Ryder joined forces, so he had some retribution to gain this one. Kofi obviously representing Air Boom as you see the big ending by Big E Langston. Kofi Kingston being a super John Cena moment in this case, he kicks out for some reason. So, yeah, that's how that went anyway. So, it was then, we have Kofi Kingston representing Air Boom. As we know, they have had quite a history with the former tag team champions. They had the title stripped from them. But we know it had been Jack Swagger and Zack Ryder. They had been teaming up. And it ended up being Zack Ryder and R-Truth who won the tag titles from Air Boom. And only for Zack Ryder to injure R-Truth. And then finally it ended up being Jack Swagger finally forming the tag team championship team with Zack Ryder, only to get the title stripped from them after Ryder had attacked R-Truth. And as we see, Big E Langston, he's got Kofi up again. Big ending, and that is it. Kofi's done for here. Big E into the cover, 1, and no, Kofi Kingston. That, I don't know why he's powering out of things here. He should be done. Big E into the cover off the clothesline. 2 count. And 3, Kofi Kingston, despite the Super Cena showing, is pinned by Big E Langston. And Big E Langston is your new #1 contender for the United States Championship. He'll be going up against Jack Swagger at Capital Punishment this Sunday. There will be no pre-show due to the condensed schedule that I have to do for Universe Mode to get it all finished up in time.
Now listen up, you two. After that little stunt you guys pulled on Friday Night SmackDown attacking Jimmy Uso, the two of you are going to have to compete in a handicap match later on tonight against Brock Lesnar.
You know, I should probably tell Johnny Boy that it was me and Jack Swagger who actually attacked Jimmy Uso. Oh well. But wait, it wasn't us. We didn't have anything to do with the attack on the...
I don't care. Nobody knows who attacked Jimmy Uso, but you two had the most to gain from it. So, your punishment, you're facing Brock Lesnar in a handicap match next.
The following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar. At a combined weight of 435 pounds, Primo and Epico.
And welcome back as we see Brock Lesnar. Well, that was a very interesting sequence of events backstage. We found out that it was not Primo and Epico who attacked Jimmy Uso, but it was Zack Ryder and Jack Swagger, the New Millennia, who had attacked Jimmy Uso backstage on SmackDown. As it will be Air Boom going up against the New Millennia this Friday on SmackDown. But we thought it was going to be Primo and Epico who had attacked Jimmy Uso. It turned out to be Jack Swagger and Zack Ryder, unbeknownst to John Laurinaitis, who, as punishment for what happened on SmackDown, had booked Primo and Epico in this handicap match against a furious beast in Brock Lesnar. As Brock Lesnar, after back-to-back losses to the Shield, well, the first match, he was attacked with a steel chair during the match by Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins to get disqualified. So Lesnar technically won that one by disqualification. Then it was Roman Reigns who got a pinfall victory over Brock Lesnar. And then the Shield came out and proceeded to beat down on Lesnar again with a steel chair. as the numbers advantage has just been too much for Brock Lesnar to overcome at this point. And Lesnar, he's definitely got to be furious at recent events with the Shield, and he's looking to take out some of that frustration on Primo and Epico, and this is not where Primo and Epico want to be, as we found out that they were innocent, but John Laurinaitis doesn't know that. So that's why we have Primo and Epico here, and they're definitely going to take a beating that they did not deserve. And as we see Brock Lesnar here, there's the double axe handle to Primo here, so he's just stomping on the arm of Primo. But anyways, we know the Shield member Seth Rollins will be competing against CM Punk tonight. As far as we found out earlier on tonight in that little confrontation between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, as Dean Ambrose, he was unable to... Wait a minute. Oh, there's the F5 by Brock Lesnar, but Dean Ambrose, he was unable to become #1 contender last week as he got rolled up by CM Punk. And Seth Rollins he had came out to talk to CM Punk. He was complaining that was a cheap victory for Punk, on behalf of Punk, and that Dean Ambrose should still be the #1 contender. And eventually it came down to Seth Rollins being given a shot. If Seth Rollins can get a victory over CM Punk, then Seth Rollins will be the #1 contender for the WWE Championship, and he will face CM Punk in Capital Punishment. That's if Seth Rollins can get the victory, and that'll be a big main event here, sure to come later on tonight. But with Dean Ambrose not being here tonight, neither is Roman Reigns, so it's Seth Rollins all by himself here tonight, so there won't be any sort of interference. It will just be pure one-on-one competition between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. So that should be an epic main event to come later on tonight. But as we can still see here, Brock Lesnar just beating the tar out of, I don't know why I said tar, but as we see, Brock Lesnar, he's got Epico, and there's a second powerbomb. But Lesnar still relentless with these powerbombs, connects off the third. And now Brock Lesnar going after Primo, and he's got it locked in. The Kimura lock is locked in on Primo. He's going to break the arm of Primo. Primo, he might be forced to tap out, and no, Epico manages to break up the Kimura lock and save his partner Primo. As we see Epico goes over the top rope, launched over the top by Brock Lesnar to the outside. And now Primo off the Irish whip pulls him back, but a nice jawbreaker counter there by Brock Lesnar, as it has been all Brock Lesnar in this one. And I'm sure this is exactly what John Laurinaitis had in mind, that he had set this match to be punishment for Primo and Epico, thinking that they had attacked Jimmy Uso in order to get the victory on SmackDown, even though they lost. That was the funny thing. And it wasn't them that attacked him, but still, Laurinaitis did not know that. So they were getting punished for nothing, and even if it had been them, their attack trying to gain a victory had been unsuccessful. So either way, this would have backfired for Primo and Epico, even if they had attacked. And now Lesnar, the Irish whip, sending Primo into the corner, and now he's got Epico, and now Epico gets sent into the corner right in front of Primo, and now somehow they swap positions there, but Brock Lesnar just tosses Primo into Epico, and now Lesnar with the mounted punches to the face busts open Primo. Primo's been busted open here, and as we can see, Epico here, there we have the Total War backbreaker. Nice move by Epico. But this is kind of funny. Last week, or on SmackDown, the handicap stipulation would have favored a veteran tag team like Primo and Epico, whereas in this week it seems to have only made things worse for them as they went up against Brock Lesnar, who is definitely a much more... Oh, nice drop kick there by Primo, as so far Primo and Epico have managed to barely survive in this one. And now Lesnar, he's got Epico back onto his feet, and again Epico launched to the outside, and it seems like Lesnar might be trying to isolate Primo here and setting him up for the Kimura lock, and he's got it locked in. And as you saw, Lesnar throwing Epico to the outside so he can't save Primo. And Brock Lesnar and Primo's forced to tap out to the Kimura lock. Brock Lesnar, a dominating victory here over Primo and Epico, making a huge statement there against this tag team. And
Jey Uso. And their opponents, Dolph Ziggler, Big E, Lance Storm, and The Ascension.
Now the second round in the tag team tournament can begin. And as we see, Jimmy Uso did make a full recovery. He is back here tonight to compete in this tag team match with his partner, Jey Uso. And it'll be the Usos taking on The Ascension, the team of Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. As we see Ziggler starting off here, as Big E Langston competed in that Fatal 4-Way elimination match to become the #1 contender for the United States Championship. And this match can be considered a #1 contenders match, as the finals of the tag team tournament will crown the unified tag team champions at the Vengeance pay-per-view. So whoever wins this one here will be inserted into that tag team match at Vengeance, and their opponents will be discovered on Friday. It will be either Air Boom or the New Millennia, so they'll have some time, almost over a month, to prepare for that tag team match. Whoever they're going to end up facing, both tag teams will have a fair amount of time to prepare, as we see Jimmy Uso starting out in the ring, as I think Jey Uso is the one with the tattoo with his name or whatever it's supposed to say. But anyway, he went for the super kick there, and now Jey Uso's knocked to the outside. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Jey Uso is the one with the tattoo on his chest, and Jimmy Uso is the one that doesn't have it. Oh, there we go with the famouser there. I think Jey Uso also has another tattoo on his arm, or the opposite arm. And as we see, Dolph Ziggler, he's got the headlock locked in. And now just with the headstand headlock, trying to cut off the oxygen to the brain of Jey Uso here, as we see Dolph Ziggler off the ropes. And again, a famouser connects. And now Ziggler, what's he going to do here? Ziggler climbing to the top rope here. And now he's setting up Jey Uso for something here, as Jimmy's coming over there on the apron. And there's a drop kick off the top rope by Ziggler. And with Big E Langston competing in that United States, zigzag by Dolph Ziggler. He hooks the leg. 1. And no, Jimmy Uso manages to kick out. Jey Uso, I meant to say, kicks out. But anyway, like I was saying, with Big E competing earlier on tonight, we see Ziggler doing the bulk of the work here in this one. As we see off the DDT, Ziggler setting up Jey Uso here. Maybe going to go for another zigzag here to put him away. And he connects off the second zigzag. And now Dolph Ziggler knocks Jimmy Uso off the ropes, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Dolph Ziggler wins the match for the Ascension, and it will be Ziggler and Big E Langston moving on to Vengeance to compete for the tag team championships. Now the question is, will they be facing Air Boom, or will they be facing the New Millennia?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, from Ireland, Seth Rollins.
And CM Punk coming down to ringside here. And Daniel Bryan from behind, dropping CM Punk. And now Daniel Bryan throwing CM Punk into the ring. What does Daniel Bryan want with the champ? I don't understand what just went down here, folks. You see Seth Rollins hooks the leg. What? No, CM Punk kicks out. But did Daniel Bryan just join the Shield? Daniel Bryan coming out before the match to attack CM Punk. Does he just have a personal beef with CM Punk, or did the Shield possibly hire Daniel Bryan to come out here? I mean, as we see, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are not at ringside here tonight. But as you see, CM Punk now trying to fight back in this one against Seth Rollins after being attacked by Daniel Bryan up on the apron. And for some reason, when they do those cutscenes in Universe mode, they switch attires. I don't know why they go back. They revert back to basic, but whatever happens. Whatever. As you see CM Punk now with the headlock, elbow to the face of Seth Rollins. And this is sure to be a great wrestling match here. These two talents with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. As you see Punk back into the ring. Now working the arm of Seth Rollins. But Dean Ambrose last week was defeated by CM Punk via the O'Connor roll-up there, as Dean Ambrose had Punk rolled up. Punk managed to reverse it and roll up Dean Ambrose for the pin, as Ambrose was unable to kick out there. And Seth Rollins was at ringside for that one, so I don't know if that means Seth Rollins' chances of victory in this one are slightly less due to the fact that he does not have Dean Ambrose at ringside, but I guess we'll find out if Seth Rollins can stand on his own here without the Shield behind him to back him up here. As you see, off the elbow drop, Seth Rollins now going to re-enter the ring. No, he's going up to the top rope here. And now CM Punk hops onto the apron, and now Seth Rollins gets down. Punk now with the elbow across the face. And now CM Punk off the ropes. Oh, there's the elbow. He just took out the referee. I think CM Punk meant to land on Seth Rollins, but he took out the referee. And now Seth Rollins swinging Tensai. What? Tensai coming out to ringside here off the swing neck breaker by Seth Rollins. And now Tensai, who's he going after? Tensai's going after the WWE Champion CM Punk here. I don't understand this. Tensai's been in this whole feud with UCW. Why is Tensai now here attacking CM Punk? You have to think the Shield, with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns not being at ringside here tonight, you have to think the Shield may have possibly hired a little bit of protection, if you know what I mean. First Dean Ambrose attacking CM Punk before the match, and now as you see the referee's back up, Tensai leaves the ring. But with Tensai coming out and attacking Punk during the match, and with Daniel Bryan attacking before the match, you have to wonder, was this whole situation planned out by the Shield? You have to think Seth Rollins, he may have the upper hand now, so see Tensai still at ringside. So while Dean Ambrose or Roman Reigns might not be at ringside, Seth Rollins still has a little bit of help there on the outside. And now Seth Rollins off the drop kick, has Punk in a headlock, and there's an elbow across the face of CM Punk. And that backflip kick still not connecting, because it rarely ever does. I forget where you have to if you position them a certain place in the ring, it hits. Drop kick there by Seth Rollins. See Tensai now up on the apron. Whether he's distracting Punk or distracting the referee, I'm not sure. Seth Rollins now up to the top rope. Went for the diving, sort of looked like a diving body press, but CM Punk managed to avoid it there. Elbow to the face now by Seth Rollins, and again Tensai back up on the apron. Seth Rollins now the Irish whip, and a clothesline drop CM Punk to the outside. Seth Rollins going up top, and there's a shooting star press, but CM Punk managed to avoid it, and Seth Rollins landing on the outside as Tensai throws Punk back into the ring there. Got to be careful about getting involved in this match now that the referee's up. He doesn't get disqualified. Nice diving springboard clothesline by Rollins to the back of the head of Punk. Punk now countering whatever it was Seth Rollins was going for there. And now CM Punk with that soda twist clothesline, and it connects on to Seth Rollins. And again, Tensai back up onto the apron trying to distract CM Punk, as CM Punk was just beginning to build momentum. Went for the knee drop, and he was unable to connect. Oh, Seth Rollins got caught. He went for the gut kick, and Rollins got caught. CM Punk, he's got Seth Rollins up on his shoulders. Go to sleep connects by CM Punk. That's got to be it. Punk into the cover, doesn't hook the leg. 1, 2, and Seth Rollins kicks out at a count of 2. And you have to think if Punk had hooked the leg, he may have had Seth Rollins there. As when superstars tend to not hook the leg, it gives their opponent takes a little less energy to kick out now. So you see Seth Rollins up to the top rope, and there's a springboard sunset flip into the cover. 1, and no, CM Punk manages to kick out, but still, with CM Punk not hooking the leg, as we see now Seth Rollins has a chance to capitalize. Knee to the gut, and there's a kick to the face. The drive-by kick connects into the cover, doesn't hook the leg. 2 count, and CM Punk kicks out again, and that's just what I was saying. When you don't hook the leg, it takes less energy for your opponents to kick out. And now as we see, Tensai has just left ringside. CM Punk, there's a kick to the gut of Seth Rollins. And now the Irish whip. Punk, there's a kick to the face. And there's a second, it connects. And now Seth Rollins go for the clothesline. Punk ducks. And the spinning neck breaker takes down Seth Rollins. And now CM Punk's got the momentum shift again. 1, and a kick out by Seth Rollins there. And now clothesline by Seth Rollins, and again the game messes up. And it won't let me do my freaking comeback for some reason. Anyway, CM Punk going to the outside. Going off with a springboard, and he connects with a springboard elbow drop as Punk Rollins had tried to block it there. CM Punk again, went for the elbow drop. This time Seth Rollins is able to avoid it. Went for the gut kick, and again, Rollins got caught again. I don't think Rollins is going to be able to kick out of a second one. CM Punk, go to sleep, connects for the second time. Rollins has been busted open. But wait a minute, Punk not going for a cover there. Punk, I don't know what he's doing, trying to inflict more punishment on Rollins. There's the nice neck breaker by CM Punk, but I don't know why he didn't go for the cover there. He had Rollins beat. CM Punk now. Rollins fighting out of the corner. And now Seth Rollins. Drop kick to CM Punk. And Seth Rollins, once again, the momentum shifts in favor of the Shield member. And now, here's the roll-up. The same roll-up that Dean Ambrose used last week. 2 count. And CM Punk again reversing the pressure. And no, Seth Rollins gets the rope break. And that may have just saved Seth Rollins in this one, as we saw. Big knee to the face, and now Punk has been busted open. But Punk pulling off the same move that he did to Dean Ambrose last week. Seth Rollins, nice snap suplex taking down CM Punk. And now it's Rollins standing up Punk. And there's the nice maneuver there, sort of a mic check style maneuver. I can't remember what the move is called. I had it on the tip of my tongue, but I know it's in the moveset. I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, Punk now with the armbar. And Seth, he may be in trouble here. As Rollins, no, he's able to get the head scissors, and he's able to fight out of it there. Fighting out of the armbar. And now, once again, Seth Rollins with the O'Connor roll-up. This one could be it. 1, 2, and no, CM Punk again, rolling him over. 1, and again another rope break before the 1 count. And now, went for the kick to the face, but Rollins caught him off guard. He ducked the calf kick, and now Seth Rollins with a bit of a, sort of like an inverted brainbuster there. And now Rollins to the top rope here. Moonsault connect. No, he misses the moonsault, and now it's CM Punk's turn. And the momentum shifts. Oh, there's an enziguri kick to the face by Seth Rollins. And now CM Punk going to the outside, trying to buy some time. Get a little bit of time to recover here. And now Punk, he's going to head back into the ring now. But Seth Rollins is waiting for him. There's the knee to the gut. And Seth Rollins, drive-by kick to the face. And now Seth Rollins hooks the leg this time. 1, 2, 3, and Seth Rollins is your #1 contender for the WWE Championship. It's going to be Seth Rollins versus CM Punk at Capital Punishment. And Seth Rollins picks up a big victory over CM Punk. He's now your #1 contender for the WWE title. And wait a minute, Seth Rollins. Some shots to the back of CM Punk. And wait a minute, Seth Rollins. Oh no. He's lining up CM Punk at the steel ring post. And what is this? Seth Rollins measuring him. And a big boot to the side of the head of CM Punk, driving him head first into the steel ring post.